that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
All right, welcome back to the Patriot Hour for Tuesday, March 5th, 2019. All right, folks, we got a few different, got some Q updates we're going to jump into here from last night, and we'll get into that. Then we got some other little things to go over. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Take a look in the description box. All the links that we go over will be down there, and plenty of other, the emails and everything else that you'd want to do or look at. Take a look in the comment section and leave a comment. Some of the greatest patriots around the world right here, part of the Patriot Hour. All right, let's jump in here. Last ones I went over would be was it 2961 warlike posture, and there was a video, yes. So we're going to jump into the ones that came at 6:54 p.m. last night. 2962, it looks like an operation underway. All right, protect underscore MGL, got some codes here, SJH underscore X under dash 8301-98374 in the brackets, -48. DFire underscore good, location assist good. Got a repost of that for 2963 that came at 6:54. MGL underscore change underscore route underscore under assist P underscore 193. Again, Stinger operation 2964, clear all nons in the brackets and -48. 2965, dark pattern active in the brackets, -48. We got limit underscore no nons. Now some are leading to believe that this was like done with the Google building headquarters over in China. Now it's operating here. Did the fire in China cause Google to continue work from California? So 2966, this could have been on top of that roof in China. Battery A roof 1A, battery F underscore ground 9G, active underscore commence, track report in parentheses 2, track confirm in parentheses 2, in the brackets -48 dark. And then we come up here to 2967, public comms prevent, switch private underscore reg underscore C, FS on incoming. So it looks like we witnessed some operation communications. 2968, Google still making censored search engine for China. The need for symbolism will be their downfall. So we got these different Gmail versus the Masonic Royal Rich apron, Facebook with the Masonic Tabal cane, Apple App Store, Android Product Store, Freemason symbol, Google Chrome, and the Divine King sign of 666, Google Play and the Seal of Satan, Google GPS and the Eye of the Providence. Got a Fox News article here. Google continues work on controversial China search engine. So Google's continuing their work, internally known as Project Dragonfly, was said to be ready for release by April of 2019, but media leaks on Google plans to comply with China censorship rules. This is articles playing up there. Chinese censorship rules in order to launch the engine brought intense opposition from its own ranks, as well as from elected officials. When asked about the project in December during a House Judiciary Committee hearing, CEO Sundar Pichai denied any immediate launch plans, but did not rule out a future release. Amid Media reports that the work continues on an initiative. Google says nothing has changed. As we said for many months, we have no plans to launch search in China, and there is no work being undertaken on such a project. Team members have moved to new projects. a spokesperson said. So the ongoing work, another article, ongoing Project Dragonfly. Did the fire in California cause Google to continue work to see those awake can see clearly? 2969 in a closed doors testimony, former AG Loretta Lynch can't recall details. The Carter page. This takes us to Sarah Carter. I don't have a recollection of being involved in the FISA for Mr. Page at all, said Loretta Lynch to the Representative Goodlatte during December testimony. Former AG Lynch appeared to have amnesia during December testimony about Carter Page FISA. So the former AG Lynch appeared to have this amnesia. We just call it lying. Former Attorney General Loretta Lynch, congressional lawmakers in closed-door testimony that despite the DOJ having approved the FBI's warrant and renewals to spy on Carter Page, she did not recall the applications, did not remember the details contained in the application or the circumstances surrounding conversations about the warrant, according to testimony reviewed by SarahCarter.com. Lynch appeared to have amnesia during her testimony that she delivered in December before the House Judiciary and Oversight Committees, said one congressional official who had knowledge of the hearing. The official said Loretta Lynch, Lynch's closed-door testimony on Page, a former Trump campaign volunteer, left lawmakers with more questions than answers. Lynch's testimony has not been yet made public by the committee. The tarmac meeting, it was during the 2016 as well, when Lynch was the Attorney General for President Barack Obama, come under fire for her infamous Phoenix Airport tarmac meeting with then former President Bill Clinton. That meeting took place only days before former FBI Director James Comey made the announcement not to file charges against Hillary Clinton for her handling of classified government emails on a private unsecured server. Lynch has always insisted that the meeting was coincidental and that she and Clinton only discussed grandkids and other innocuous things. However, it is under questioning during the December hearing where Lynch not only evaded questions regarding the tarmac meeting, but failed to disclose any information regarding the DOJ's approval to allow FBI to spy on Page. It may be because Lynch's then Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates signed off on the FISA application. Others who signed off on the warrant and renewals were former FBI Director James Comey and former FBI Director Andy McCabe, and the final renewal application on Page that was signed by Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, according to the House Intelligence Committee, January's 2018 memo. Lynch, however, would expect lawmakers to believe that she was never aware that the former member of Trump campaign was a target of an FBI investigation or warrant that would allow the Bureau to spy on him. Goodlatte questions Lynch on Carter Page. Then under questioning from House Judiciary Chairman Bob Goodlatte, she listed the standard detailed procedures of what was required from Attorney General when the FBI files for a Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act warrant to spy on an American. By statute, the Attorney General is the final signatory on the FISA application, stated Lynch to the committee. By regulation, the signatory authority has been delegated, shall I say shared, with the Deputy Attorney General and the head of the National Security Division, as long as the people in those positions are presidentially appointed and Senate confirmed. Lynch on Page. I don't have any recollection of being briefed on the Page application either, and I don't have a recollection of signing it, said Lynch. So she knows the rules and regulations, but when she asks in more detail about the process of approving the FBI's application on Page, she freezes. Goodlatte, who was the chairman of the committee, asked Lynch, is that what happened to the Carter Page case? I wasn't involved in the processing of Page FISA, and I can outline the process for you, but I don't have a personal knowledge of it. So confounded, Goodlatte says, no, it's just not clear to me. The Attorney General has a role. You often rely upon others to supplement your work in fulfilling that role. Did you have a role in that, or were you briefed? I don't have any recollection of being briefed on Page application either, and I don't have a recollection of signing it, said Lynch in response. Goodlatte then asked Lynch if she recalls signing any of the renewal applications to continue spying on Page. I don't have a recollection of being involved in the FISA for Mr. Page at all, she says. Goodlatte then goes on to ask, were you briefed about the relevance of Mr. Page's FISA warrant with regard to the border Russia investigation? Or the broader Russia investigation? Again, Lynch fails to have any memory of anything Page. I don't have a recollection of being briefed of that type. No, said Lynch. Goodlatte then asked, when did you first hear the name Carter Page? Lynch again, it would have to seem like late spring of 16 or so in this context. I don't recall I knew of him from other sources or not. Lynch, Page, and Trump. At the time of the Page warrant, the DOJ was feeling the pressure from the FBI to get the warrant signed, said one U.S. official with knowledge of the circumstances surrounding Page's warrant. Page didn't speak much FBI or public interest prior to Trump's March 21st, 2016 announcement that he was volunteer on the campaign's foreign policy team. The FBI took notice right away because Page had been in their bailiwick in the past. He was also perfect target for anti-Trump FBI Special Agent Stroke. Saw the opportunity to spy on Page as an opportunity to go after Trump campaign. Shortly after Trump's announcement sometime in late spring, Lynch had met with the former FBI Director James Comey, former Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, Stroke to discuss the new Page joining the Trump campaign, according to declassified memorandum. So to discuss the news of Page joining. Lynch's contradictions, but according to Lynch's statements to Congress, she can't recall anything about Page. The initial FBI FISA application was granted in late October 2016 to spy on Page, but the FBI had already opened its investigation into the Trump campaign earlier in spring. Not only were they collecting information from well-placed sources within the campaign, but former British spy Christopher Steele had been supplying the FBI and DOJ with unverified information he was collecting from sources, some of which were unreliable Russians. By the summer, the Bureau had obtained the dossier through Steele, who was working on behalf of now embattled research firm GPS. Fusion GPS was paid by the research of Hillary Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee, and it was unverified dossier that was used as the bulk of the evidence to obtain the warrant to spy on Page. So the FISA court reprimands DOJ and FBI spying on Americans. It was April 2017 that this reporter, along with John Solomon, first published the declassified and heavily redacted memorandum by the signed Judge Rosemary M. Kohler, who heads up the Secret Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, the FISIC, the court. Kohler noted in his memorandum that the court had learned in a notice filed October 26 of 16, the National Security Agency analyst had been conducting prohibited queries of the database with much greater frequency than had previously been disclosed to the court. It was also just days after the court had approved the FISA to spy on Page. The memorandum is vital in understanding to what lengths the NSA and FBI have taken to spy on American communications. It was also an eye-opening and major reason why the Page FISA warrant is central cause taken up by the former chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Representative Devin Nunes, Republican out of California. It was at this time that Lynch and the FBI filed the FISA warrant with the same secret court to spy on Page. However, the court at the time of the Page FISA application would be relying on Bureau's own word that the information contained in the FISA was backed by reliable evidence. It was not, according to the final Russia report submitted by Nunes Committee. So very serious constitutional issue here. The court, however, takes the violations that occurred seriously. As noted, the court discovered that the U.S. intelligence agencies had been conducting illegal surveillance on American citizens over a 5-year period. It drew sharp criticism from the court, which called the matter a very serious constitutional issue. But what about Page, along with the others like him who never knew what a U.S. agency is spying on their communications? That has yet to be addressed by the secret court or the Justice Department. If Kohler's criticism against the upstream data searches to spy on Americans is any indication, the alleged violations under the law in conducting surveillance on Page based on unproven accusations in a FISA are just as daunting for the FBI and DOJ. So Nunes told this reporter in an interview last month that the Page FISA must be thoroughly investigated and the laws must change in an effort to protect essential American rights guaranteed by the Constitution. The committee, then under Nunes' leadership, revealed that the FBI and DOJ failed to disclose pertinent information to the court when they obtained a FISA and 3 renewal warrants on Page. Further, the FBI used unsubstantiated information from a dossier put together by Steele and paid for by the opposition. The FISA court should take action against the people who misled them, said Nunes. It's impossible for the court to say that they were not misled. The FISA court and DOJ must act. So Coiler describes the expansive intrusion by the intelligence community a very serious Fourth Amendment issue. Because of this, there's no way that the court can ignore what happened to Page. It is up to the DOJ, now under Attorney General William Barr, to ensure that Lynch, Yates, Comeys, and others who participated in the targeting of an American citizen be investigated. The Fourth Amendment protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. Therefore, Page case just isn't about one person. It's about everyone's rights to be granted reasonable protection from the corrupt officials or intrusive government agencies. That was a long one there, but it was worth every bit of it. Okay. I had some other stuff I wanted to pull up on this, but I'm going to probably do that in a separate video. We're already at the 16-minute mark. So I'll shut this one down. I got a few more up my sleeve here for today. I got one that I want to talk about, AOC. There's some big news on her. And then I got some other stuff on these symbolisms, folks. So, yeah. I mean, I'll just do it in another video because this is already long, but it's going on 12:30. All right, so again, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. Hope you join me back for the next couple of videos I got coming out this afternoon. I'll figure it out how to do it. I already got another one on the back burner too I haven't released yet, so be quite a few videos coming out, but we will get through them all. Again, I appreciate you stopping by, joining in, folks. It's been great. It's one of my greatest honors here to help bring you the truth, and we're doing it together. So again, don't take what I say here to be word. Do your own research, connect your own dots, come up with your own conclusions based off all the facts that you can swallow. All right, we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video. Have a great afternoon.